Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. Now, a quick word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
The Sunday Book Review for September 9, 2024, books on Frankenstein. And we begin with a very different direction, a book by mystery writer Dean Koontz entitled Frankenstein, Prodigal Son, a Novel. This is the mystery of Frankenstein, but apparently you only know half the truth. Every city has its secrets, and in New Orleans, a serial killer stalks the streets, a killer who carefully selects his victims for humanity that is missing in him. His path will lead him to the tough detective Carson O'Connor and her beloved partner Michael Madison, who are tracking the slayer, but soon discover signs that something more terrifying is afoot. A near immortal Victor Helios, who was once known as Frankenstein. Next up, we go in a little bit different direction as we look at a graphic novel for the first time on the Sunday Book Review. It's Frankenstein Underground by Mignola. After a fight with Hellboy, Frankenstein's monster escapes the terrible Mexican lab where he was imprisoned and discovers a strange creatures beneath the deserts where he'll learn some of the greatest secrets of the mythical world in the strangest Hellboy spinoff yet. It's intimidating as hell to take on an icon like the Frankenstein monster, yet Mike Mignola has done so in a way that's not only odd, but fascinating as well. Next up, Monstrous, Progeny, History of the Frankenstein Narratives. This book takes the readers on a fascinating exploration of the Frankenstein family tree, tracing the literary and intellectual roots of Mary Shelley's novel from the 16th century and analyzing the evolution of the book's figures and themes into modern productions that range from children's cartoons to pornography. Along the way, media scholar Lester Friedman and historian Allison Cavey explore the adaptation and evolution of Victor Frankenstein and his monster across different genres and in different eras. In doing so, they demonstrate how Mary Shelley's tale and its characters continue to provide crucial reference points for current debates on bioethics, artificial intelligence, cyborg life forms, and the limit of scientific progress. And our final book is Frankenstein, A Cultural History by Susan Tyler Hitchcock. Obviously, this Frankenstein began in Geneva in 1816, but this book goes into the entire history of Frankenstein in film, literature, history, science, and even punk music to help understand the stories that are being told and how they impact us today. If you want to see how Frankenstein plays out in 2024 and every era between the writing of the original book by Mary Shelley and today, this is definitely the book for you. I hope you will check out one or more of these books on Frankenstein. As I noted in the intro, this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico, and Ethico has put together a manager's toolkit which you can provide to your managers to help them be more effective in a speak-up culture. It's available at no cost from Ethico. Also, I'm excited to announce a very interesting new limited podcast series, the FCPA Survival Guide. If you find yourself or your company in an FCPA enforcement action, this book tells you how to get the best result possible. But speaking of books, if you like something new and different, check out the Compliance Kids series on Amazon.com, which explains compliance through the eyes of children. If you have a category of books you'd like explored on the Sunday Book Review, please shoot me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.